Hello, and welcome to the informational video webinar series on the rules for certified childcare centers. This is video number 10, covering infant and toddler care, cleaning infant and toddler areas, furniture and equipment for infants and toddlers, feeding infants, safe sleep, and diapering and toileting. My name is Sarah Ziegler. I work for the Child Care Licensing Division as a licensing specialist in the Tualatin unit. The Child Care Licensing Division hopes that you find these videos informative and supportive in learning about the new Certified Child Care Center rule set. During each video in the series, we will explain some of the key features and highlights of the Certified Center rules. Another new aspect is that the rules have been organized differently to help make information easier to find. While we are highlighting many key features, changes, and new rules throughout this video series, the entire rule set will not be reviewed. Please refer to the Certified Child Care Center Rulebook for the full list of requirements and rules. Okay, let's get started. First, we will review infant and toddler care. We would like to highlight some updates to the general requirements for the care of infants and toddlers. A certified child care center must add to the daily parent communication regarding the general mood and activities of infants and toddlers. Infants and young toddlers are to be given opportunities to interact and be near one another. A certified child care center must not use electronic media, including but not limited to televisions, laptops, tablets, or cell phone screens with children under the age of 2 years, unless used to supplement an activity for brief periods of time. Additionally, a certified child care center must limit the use of equipment that restricts an infant's movement. Restrictive infant equipment, including but not limited to bouncers, exercisers, swings, infant seats, high and low chairs, or structured infant carriers, may be used for no more than 15 minutes in any 2-hour period. Children must not be left in high chairs or other types of feeding chairs other than during feeding times. Children who are actively engaged in eating, stroller walks, or car rides can exceed the time limit. Let's review cleaning infant and toddler areas. A certified child care center must clean and sanitize infant and toddler toys at least daily or more often as needed. A certified child care center must wash, rinse, and sanitize the following after each use: bottles and training cups if used, and high chairs, tables, and chairs. A certified child care center must wash, rinse, and disinfect the following immediately after each use: a diaper changing surface, toilet training seat inserts, and a bathtub or other receptacle used for bathing a child. A certified child care center must label, store individually, and sanitize pacifiers. Pacifiers must be cleaned and sanitized after each use by washing and boiling the pacifier or washing the pacifier in the dishwasher, or may be reused by an individual child if they have been rinsed after each use and stored in a device or container that prevents contamination. Both the pacifier and the storage device or container must be cleaned and sanitized daily. Next, we'll review furniture and equipment for infants and toddlers. A certified child care center must provide an individual crib, portable crib, or play yard for each infant. Each crib, portable crib, or play yard must comply with Consumer Product Safety Commission, also known as CPSC, standards for use by infants, and have documentation from the manufacturer or retailer stating that either the crib was manufactured after June 28, 2011, or the play yard was manufactured after February 28, 2013. Infants need to have a firm, flat, non-inclined sleep surface with a clean, firm, tight-fitting mattress. The mattress must be designed to fit the specific equipment used, with no gap between the mattress and sides of the product. Be covered in a durable, washable, waterproof, form-fitting material. Be firm enough that it maintains its shape and does not indent or conform to the shape of the infant's head, and be covered in a tight-fitting sheet that remains tightly fitted with normal use and does not have any slack or bunching. Be placed at least 2 feet from other cribs, portable cribs, or play yards when in use that allows for a direct, unobstructed passage to each child. Be assigned and labeled by name or number for a specific child. Be thoroughly cleaned and sanitized before use by another child and when soiled, and be placed away from window blinds or draperies. Bassinets are prohibited in a certified child care center. Stacking, wall, or modular cribs are also prohibited. Sheets must be changed when soiled before use by another child and at a minimum of once a week. To support traditional indigenous practices, cradle boards or other traditional indigenous sleep equipment may be used as a sleep surface for infants. Caregivers must be careful to not overbundle or overheat an infant while using the equipment. A certified child care center must provide a variety and adequate supply of developmentally responsive materials that are stimulating to a child's senses and that are removed from the certified child care center as soon as a program becomes aware an item has been recalled by the Consumer Product Safety Commission, or CPSC. There is some infant equipment that cannot be used, including baby doorway jumpers, accordion safety gates, bean bags, water beds, foam pads for sleeping, and unstructured infant slings or wraps. Now we will review feeding infants. Human milk must be labeled with the child's full name and the date expressed. Be stored for no more than 24 hours in the refrigerator when thawed or defrosting, or 6 months from the expression date in the freezer. Be refrigerated or frozen until immediately before warming. Not be warmed in a microwave. Not reused after 2 hours from serving. Not be returned to the refrigerator, freezer, or rewarmed once warmed. Juice of any kind may not be served to infants. Infant formula cannot be mixed with cereal, fruit juice, or other foods without a medical practitioner's written permission. Infants under 6 months of age may not be given water to drink without written approval by a medical professional. Solid foods must not be fed to infants less than 4 months of age. Commercially packaged baby food must be served from a dish and not directly from the factory sealed container. Leftovers in the serving container must be discarded. Solid foods, with the exception of finger foods, must be fed with a spoon, and food must be cut into small pieces, no larger than 1/4-inch cubes for infants and 1/2-inch cubes for 1-year-olds. Next, we will review safe sleep practices. Safe sleep rules have been updated to align with the American Academy of Pediatrics, also known as AAP, recommendations. While sleeping, infants must be monitored frequently to ensure they are breathing, not overheated, not in distress, and do not need assistance. Infants must be placed on their backs on a flat, firm, non-inclined surface for sleeping. Infants who can roll from back to front or back to side may remain in the sleep position they assume. Except for a plain pacifier, there must not be any items, for example, pacifier clips, bottles, toys, pillows, stuffed animals, blankets, bumpers, in or attached to the crib, portable crib, or play yard. Infants must not have their heads or faces covered by items such as blankets or linens at any time. There must not be any items, for example, blankets, tents, sheets, placed over the top or on the sides of a crib, portable crib, or play yard. Items that may cause suffocation or strangulation, such as headwear, for example, hoods, hats, headbands, bibs, necklaces, and garments with ties or drawstrings, must be removed from the infant and sleep equipment prior to laying an infant down to rest. Swaddling or other clothing or covering that restricts the infant's arm or leg movement is prohibited at all times, even if the child is not sleeping. Weighted blankets, weighted clothing, or other weighted objects must not be placed on or near the sleeping infant. Additionally, if the caregiver is engaged in an activity with child care children and is carrying a sleeping infant in a structured infant carrier, the caregiver must move the infant to a safe sleep surface as soon as the activity is finished. A caregiver may hold a sleeping infant, provided the caregiver can immediately observe, see, or feel any signs of distress. The caregiver must be awake, alert, and focused on the infant. Now we will review diapering and toileting. Diapers must be checked at a minimum of every 2 hours or more frequently to meet the individual child's needs and be changed promptly. If cloth or reusable diapers are used, the soiled diapers must not be rinsed, be placed in a securely sealed, moisture-proof bag, be stored in a separate disposal container, and be cleaned by a commercial laundry service or given daily to the child's parent or guardian. A certified child care center must provide at least one diaper changing area in or adjacent to each room where children in diapers are part of the group. If infants or toddlers are part of a multi-age group, a diaper changing area must be located in the room being utilized for care. For preschool-age children who are toilet learning, the diaper changing area is not required to be in or adjacent to the classroom. There must be a hand washing sink with running, heated water in each diaper changing area, except that centers with certification initially issued on or before July 15, 2001 must comply with this requirement when the diaper changing area is remodeled. Thank you for watching this video in our informational series. You can now move on to the next video in this series. If you have any questions, please contact your licensing specialist. For more information, visit our website at www.oregon.gov/DELC.